When peace like a river attendeth my way, when sorrows like sea billows roll, whatever thou hast taught me to say, it is well with my soul. It is well with my soul.
This woman lying here has been our coach. She has been our counselor. She has been our teacher. She has been our trusted advisor. And most of all, she's been our mama.
I remember Mama Dorka's for one wonderful thing that happened in Kisumu. There was some money that was sent by UNICEF for nutrition and mother and child care in Nyanza province. She did such wonderful work and wrote down every single cent that was used for the training of the mothers as well as their health, the nutrition of their children, that in New York, I hope our children know this because I know this. UNICEF in New York recognized Dorcas.
All of us here are left poorer by our exit, but by our own words. Angima Kumru. We are comforted in the knowledge that she's today seated at the right hand of the Father.
Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your blessings, see what Lord has done. Count your blessings, name them.
I looked at you this morning, I looked at your sisters, and I see very humble people. I have also read the story of your mom. You didn't get it from anywhere. You got that humility from Mama Dorka's. May God rest her soul in eternal peace. May she travel well.
Fellow mourners, receive sincere condolences from the Chairman of the Council of Governors, His Excellency Wycliffe Ambetsa.
It is very easy to tell a parent the quality of the parent even if you did not meet them by looking at the products and the works of their hands. Looking at Professor Nyong'o and the standards he has set everywhere he has worked and the things that he has done for our country, you can tell that he was raised with very strong and distinguished parentage.
It is going to rain on you. The sun is going to shine on you. The wind is going to blow you. But you must remain strong.
One thing all those grandchildren, without a doubt, can attest to, the one thing she really taught us was the value of hard work. Grandma worked hard. From the crack of dawn, she'd be out there checking on the animals. Then she'd be making breakfast. She'd be out in the shamba. She'd be running the duka over there in Rata, doing affairs with the church and the community groups, visiting friends, having friends come over. She'd be entertaining them. And she was always busy. There was never an idle moment.
I was conceived just before Baba left for England for further studies. Mama had by then 10 children, and doctors had advised, after her 10th child, that she should not have any more children, as another pregnancy and childbirth would put her life in jeopardy. When she discovered she was pregnant, despite the warning from the doctors and advice from family friends, she insisted that she would see the pregnancy through.
Grandma, in the darkness of this passing night, we will not leave your moonlight. In this cathedral of all the saints regal, your life, like a many-colored glass, shall sustain in the white radiance of eternity. By your grandchildren and our children's children, your love will last not only in our time, but for all time.
When I was elected to politics, not really last but one, my mother was my biggest supporter. I'll tell you something, that was 1992 when we were campaigning. One day my mom came to me and gave me 20,000 shillings campaign contribution. That's like 200,000 shillings today. Here was a lady, I was working and I used to give her money. She took money from her own sale of crops and contributed 20,000 shillings to me. I was very humbled and I was pleased. But she was also my very regular counselor.
This lady was many things to many people. She was a matriarch. She was a teacher. She was a mentor. She was a counselor to many people. So she was like a torch in this village and this region generally. She did very many things. As her husband was also busy dealing with the issues of the spirit.
She was a great woman, lived her life, not just in the service of God, but in the service of mankind. She was one who was generous, what we have heard. She was one who was honest. She was a faithful, very faithful and regular churchgoer, but she was also very active in terms of supporting needy people in her community.
The message I want to pass across today as we lay to rest our great mama, she's not only the matriarch of the Nyong'o family, but she's the matriarch of the Christian church here in Nyanza and the whole country. You've already heard how she made a decision not to serve God because it was convenient, but to serve God out of conviction. And her conviction was that the church she belonged to was good enough to minister in this area. So my theme is that our labor in the Lord is not in vain.